Welcome to InThisCornerTVcom. I'm Smitty. We're at the IBA gym here in Las Vegas, Nevada. We just spent some time with former four-time heavyweight champion, 47-year-old Evander Holyfield, who takes on Francois Botha at the Thomas & Mack on Saturday night. We spoke to Evander about the upcoming fight and where he sees his career at this point. Saturday night, you take on... what did they call him? Was he the White Buffalo? Is that what he was back in the day? Francois Botha, a good fighter. Tell us about this fight.
Well, it should be an action-packed fight. Botha, he's the type of guy that comes to fight, and all the fights that he ever lost were against the champion. So he never one more fight to lose against another champion, but he lose against the best one.
Yeah, good to be back in Vegas fighting? You're home away from home?
Well, when I look at Vegas, I think about all the great things that happened for me in my boxing career. You know, people don't even realize to make the Olympic team. I won here in 1984 at the Olympic box-off. I won my title here against Carlos de Leon in 1987. And so in my first title fight, 1990, then 1993, then 1996, and 2000. All my heavyweight championship I won here in Vegas. So, you know, Vegas had been a town for me.
What has your team been working on? What have you been working? And tell us a little bit about your team, Tim and Tommy, and what you guys have been working on for this fight with Botha.
If I do that, they'll have to kill you. I don't want that to happen. So I'm not going to tell you what we've been working on, but I will tell you that my team, they believe in me. You know, Tommy and Tim, those two themselves, they've been with me since start. Well, Tim before I won the title, but Tommy in '84, and you know my nephew Mike and Ken came back. And, you know, I have people who really know me, more so than somebody jumping on the bandwagon because I've won and everything getting good. So, you know, through all the ups and downs, it thrills me when you come down to, because life is about how you end. And I always had this attitude that it just wasn't meant for everybody to be rich. And I think that the team that hold on together are the ones that gonna win the prize, and I think it's gonna be something good for the whole team because you know, when I was up, they was up. When we were down, we were down. You know, and that's what the team is all about, and I appreciate that.
Is there anything a four-time heavyweight champion can learn? I know the great golfers have told me, you know, I remember Jack Nicklaus once saying that, you know, from time to time he brings in his coach to sort of remind him of things. What about a great fighter that has all the punches and all the skills and all the movement that you have? Is there anything you can still learn?
Sure, if it's something that you need to know, but it's all depending on who you're fighting. It's, you know, I'm talking at any given time. That, you know, this is the reason why you have somebody to know you. They can say you need to do this, but they never ask you to do something that you can't do, because a good coach is not a good coach. He's telling you to do something that you don't know how to do. So it's obvious that, you know, if either he can make the adjustment or either he can't, because that's the whole big thing of training somebody. You know all the things that he can do, and so you start working on these things before the fight. Like that, so you already have this already know that, you know, what's going to be the situation, what do you need to do, and so you wouldn't have nobody who would actually tell you to do something that you know you can't do.
What do you expect Saturday night against Botha?
He's a very aggressive guy, and he's a guy that have a good chin, but he come forward. He get hit, and so I really don't have problem with people who get hit. If they get hit, that means the chance to win is not gonna be good because they get hit.
You like guys that get hit?
Well, I'm telling you, everybody get hit, but when you don't when you don't have defense, when you just worry about hitting somebody else and like that, and he tend to fight that way.
Beyond Saturday night, what do you feel your best path would be to a fifth world title? David Haye just beat a guy you know quite well, John Ruiz. Vladimir's out there. Vitali's talking about retirement. What is your path? What is your direction? And I would think you're in a good position to politic it because there's no bigger name than Evander Holyfield.
Well, whichever fighter that would want to fight me would be fine with me. So it's not about politics. It's about the number game, you know. And so if things should be worked out that will allow these guys to want to risk the title, because the whole big thing, that's a big risk. I'm saying, you know, it's a lot of these guys really don't want to fight because they know that every time you think that I can't do it, I do it. So I'm saying, you know, that's a big risk. So the whole big thing is how much money they're gonna get paid. You know, so it's like how much you're gonna pay them to risk losing their title.
How does Evander Holyfield want to be remembered as a fighter and more importantly, as a man?
Well, you know, it's just real simple. Man of God, and he showed everybody what love was, to how God gave him an opportunity, and he made the best of his opportunity. And with his opportunity, he have left a legacy that if you listen, follow direction, and don't quit, you'll reach your goal as well.